Well, Top Gun was pretty good. I would definitely recommend to go see Top Gun. Our kids, though, have not seen the first one, so they're probably a little lost on a lot of it, but definitely a recommend. That was awesome. So we got 2 of our campers back. Third one with the awning damage isn't back yet. He should be back here in about a half an hour. That camper there is the only camper we got back this weekend without damages. This is the one that has the broken nose cone. We're gonna get that replaced today, hopefully. We got that one in that piece is sitting in that camper there. That's the one that had the underbelly in it that fell out. So we got that one back. That one's fixed. And this one, the people, oh, it's unlocked. I'll show you. They used the stove and did not lift up. Oh wow, yeah, there's all kinds of glass everywhere. They did not lift up the glass top on the stove. So they left the glass down and started cooking on it. And she was another one of those that was mad at us. Yeah, there's part of the warning label. You can see a little bit of it. She was mad at us because apparently they did not know you had to lift the glass up. It has a big caution label right on top of it. And we also tell all the renters to make sure they lift that up before they cook, because that's not the first time it's happened. But this lady was pretty upset with us that we were charging her for a new stovetop. So the streak of damages is not ending yet. We have never had this many damages ever, let alone in one weekend. Now I got the boss lady out here. She's gonna love it. I don't think she's seen the inside of it yet.
How bad is it?
They didn't clean nothing out of the stove. The whole stove is still shattered glass. So it's gonna be another fun-filled day of fixing stuff. We'll just see how much of it we get fixed. We gotta try and get most of it fixed by Wednesday. Oh no. I hope we didn't pull it home in the rain with the window open. Is it all wet in there or no?
Nope, nothing's wet.
Awesome. So yeah, all these campers go out Wednesday. So we gotta get everything fixed up and whatnot. The awning, I said that's gonna be a little bit of a surprise when it gets here. I don't know how much damage there is to the tin and stuff, but not gonna be good.
I can't even get this out.
Can't get the, yeah.
Own a rental business, they say. It'll be fun, they say.
I'm gonna go get the shot back.
Oh look, there's the warning label.
Yeah, I know.
That wasn't on there.
Yeah, I know. As I said, this one's like, is that etched? Because
Yeah,
the other one's up. Yeah, it is
No,
etched.
it's etched in there. That's what I told her. I said it's probably, because I even told her, I said it's probably still there.
Because the last one that blew up, it was a big sticker, so that was laying on the floor with a whole sticker still attached to all the broken glass.
Well, I'm gonna go grab my work gloves and use that to.
Once I grab the shot back and suck most of that up.
Yeah, I don't want all these big chunks going through the shop vac though. I don't want to try and get as much of it out of here as I can, and then we'll use the shop vac for all the smaller pieces.
Another thing they called on this camper and said our fridge wasn't working, so I'll have to check that out. Were they looking at the wrong end of the knob where they had it off instead of on?
It is off, so
we'll have to bring this in the shop and plug it in and see.
I mean, it's not cold, but
well, she said they turned it off and then put everything in coolers, so I don't know.
It worked fine when it left here.
It's gonna be one of those days. Yeah, we actually had the fridge going because they wanted the fridge cold when they got here.
Yeah.
So we'll see. It's kind of a muggy day. Keeps raining on and off. We got our garden done.
Almost.
Well, at least it's tilled. We ended up calling reinforcements. We called the farmer with the big equipment. And he was done in no time. So this morning we hurried up and, well, yesterday we got probably half an acre of sweet corn planted. And then this morning we planted tomatoes and watermelons and peppers,
jalapenos, sweet peppers.
We gotta get all the onions and potatoes and stuff in yet, but I didn't get a whole bunch of rain, so hopefully it's not too wet. We can't go play in the mud, I guess, later, but at least we got all the sweet corn in. That was kind of the main thing for right now. But we'll talk to you a little bit when we get some of these in the shop. And
did you tell them we went to Top Gun?
I did tell them we went to Top Gun.
We finally saw it. Good movie. Good movie.
Yeah, we actually went to the 7 o'clock or whatever it was. We got there about half hour early, and it was already sold out. So,
there was a lot of mad people.
There was actually people there that had pre-bought tickets for the 7 o'clock show, and they're telling people there's no more seating left.
But it's a small theater.
Yeah, it's a small theater.
I mean, there's
150 seats.
Oh gosh, I don't even think that many. 4 in a row, maybe. Yeah, so probably about
150.
150.
But no, definitely recommend going to see that one.
So, to add to it, we already knew about the awning. He pulls in our yard and jackknifes his truck into the camper. So we have that.
He damaged his truck too, right above the taillight.
Yep.
He
So
bent the tailgate too.
He what?
Bent his tailgate.
He bent his tailgate? What?
Can you guys see the crease in it? Yeah, there's a crease in his tailgate.
I was standing over in that camper because I was cleaning that. I seen him starting to do it, so I went outside and started yelling and doing the hand signal, you know, and he just kept going. So there's that.
Oh. I didn't even notice the tailgate, I guess. But this is worse than we thought. Basically, the only panel on this camper that's any good is this panel here. He hit the building there, it slid all the way down and scratched the panels, dented the panels. And then the back of the camper, when the awning came off, it smashed every panel up and down and ripped the marker light off.
And he did not seal any of the holes like we asked him to.
We asked him several times to make sure all the holes were sealed. And, well, there is silicone in that one. He just didn't feel it all the way. But, and then they thought it was a good idea to do this. Here's the awning. So it looks like the weight of it broke the entertainment center. The couch
is bowed.
Looks like a banana, so I'm not sure what happened there. But these people did a number on this camper. I have a feeling when we call the insurance company tomorrow, this might be enough to total the camper. We've had hail damage on the aluminum camper before, and one side of the camper getting hailed on was enough to total it.
So we're hoping this is not the case, that we can just have it fixed, but we are afraid that our insurance company is going to total it out. So,
because the awning alone is between $2,100 and $2,800 depending on which awning. We had to get measurements of it to let the dealer know which one we need. What are you laughing about?
People are stupid. I thought I was stupid. I've never done nothing like this.
You're not stupid. You're very smart.
It's debatable.
We don't have to worry about our campers when he's towing them because we know that he's good at it. So we would take him over most renters.
Yeah, he was backing the boat in at tournaments when he was 14.
Yep.
Backing up here when I was 13.
Farming simulator. If you want to practice backing up, farming simulator with the steering wheel. He can actually back up the wagons, like 2 wagons. I can't do that. Nope. That's a frustrating. Oh, that's. I think I start going farther forward than I do backwards if I'm trying to back up doubles with the tongue. I could probably do it all right maybe if it was fixed front hitches. Those steerable front axles, they get me.
Yeah, they get me too.
Everything gets you.
All right,
well,
we're gonna get the awning hopefully out of the inside of the camper and
Not sure how they got it in,
We'll
so I'm not
see.
sure how we're gonna get it out.
I don't either, but we're hoping they didn't do any damage to the bunk because it's most of the weight's going to be on that back bunk. So we got to
It's
get
an
that.
aluminum tube, so it's not very heavy. But
Yeah.
all right,
Let's do it, boys.
well, let's see what we can mess up ourselves. Today's teenagers, they sit in a chair while the adults do all the work. But we got Courtney's little mishap all fixed.
Yeah, we did. I helped.
Yeah. Actually, them two did help. It was kind of a struggle getting the slip up into there. Mm-hmm. And it's also kind of funny. You pull the camera out and kids disappear. They started walking away. Well, you guys all got up, threw your chairs away. As soon as I turned the camera on, the chairs went. You guys got up.
I'm getting ready to go inside.
Do you want to watch All American with me?
No, I'm not.
Okay. Season 4.
I think we fixed enough stuff for one day.
Yep.
We've seen enough broken stuff for one day.
Cut my finger on the glass with a glove on.
Okay.
No
I'm good.
No swearing on YouTube.
Yeah, you can't say the F word.
Yeah, now I gotta go bleepity bleep again. Oh. What's that? I don't get paid nothing. Now on today's episode of What Do We Get to Fix? We have a fridge that's not working now. So we've pulled it out. That's the box that went in. The customer said that the light quit working after their first night and they couldn't get it to work, and we can't get it to work either. So I talked to the dealer and he kind of told us some spots to check out. So we're going to check those out to make sure that there's power and stuff going to the fridge, and if there is, well, then the fridge is pretty well toast. But on the camper with the awning, talked to the dealer a little bit this morning, and after kind of looking at all the parts that need to get replaced on it, we're starting to question it might be totaled. So that'll be another thing to deal with. And with as many rentals as we have this year, we have 3 days this week that the camper will be here, and then we have 3 days next week that the camper will be here, and after that
It's not home at all.
it's not home at all for like the next probably 2 months. Just basically coming home to get cleaned out and right back out. So waiting on the renters to sign some papers for the insurance company so we can get the adjuster to come out and look at it and see what's going to happen from there. But we talked to the dealer. We do have campers lined up that we can purchase if it's going to be totaled, but we're just not sure how fast the insurance company is going to work. I mean, the camper's usable. We went through and I sealed off the holes for the awning. He did seal them a little bit, but there were still openings in the wall. And where the wiring goes through, that was like 1.5 inch hole that was still wide open. So we got all those silicone, so at least there's going to be minimal water damage. Hopefully none, but yeah, at least they're cooperating with us, the customers, so they're not fighting nothing and anything like that. Plus they're still possibly talking about buying it, but like we were talking, they're going to finance it. And the last I knew on a totaled out camper, because my brother has one, his was totaled out when he bought it back from the insurance company. He cannot insure it, so his camper has no insurance. Well, he also does not have a loan on it. So if these people decide they do want to buy it and they total it out, I don't think they're going to be able to buy it, because if they have to finance it, the bank's going to want full coverage on it. So that might be another stepping block we'll have to figure out when that time comes. But for now, we're going to see if we can figure out this refrigerator deal, and if we can't figure it out, we might have to go grab another refrigerator if they have one on hand, which I never asked if he did or not. Should have probably asked that question. But yeah. And the saga continues. Okay, so we figured out what is wrong with the fridge. There's this inline fuse back here. This side is broken. So we gotta go get a new inline fuse. I ran a jumper from the power wire from back here over to that prong there. And the fridge works just fine. So, of course, I don't have one. I think I used my last inline fuse wire, whatever. So now we gotta go get a new inline fuse. And we have a new marker light for that camper, so at least that thing will be legal. And we can use it until we figure out what's gonna happen with the damaged unit. We have a working refrigerator again. So what had happened was there's an inline fuse, and this one, the housing is broken and there's no spring in there. So I don't know if the spring had broke. I didn't see it fall out or anything. One spring did go flying. I have no idea where it went. But we ended up buying another inline fuse. I rewired it in, and now the refrigerator works. So that was kind of an easy fix. And it's another one of those things that's under warranty, but by the time I take this back to the dealer and spend all that time doing that, we literally made a run up to the hardware store, got an inline fuse, and it worked just fine. So another one of those deals, like I said, it's under warranty, shouldn't have to fix it, but we gotta get these campers out right away. So I don't really have the time to wait for warranty. The dealer's busy. He don't really have time to mess with it in a timely, you know, to have it in and out right now. You can't just jump it every time we call or whatever. But he was really helpful. He called and told me what to look for. So I checked the fuse in the fuse box, and then I pulled the fridge out and checked the two wires going into the back of it, making sure they had power, and they both had power. And then he told me that if I take the back panel off, there was one more fuse to look for. So I found the fuse, and like I said, yeah, I was like, the housing for the inline fuse was broken. The fuse wasn't blown, but we couldn't find another one of the inline fuses, like the little glass style fuses. So we just installed the automotive style spade fuse. So at least now it's easier to get to if this ever happens again. That little inline glass fuse, they didn't have hardly enough wire in there to even like hardly get your fingers on it to even get the stupid thing to come apart. So now I've got a little bit of extra pigtail, so if this ever happens again, the hardest part's going to be unscrewing and getting the fridge out. Changing the fuse will be easy. But one more thing to check off the list. We're gonna get this thing cleaned back up, get this fridge put back in, and then get the other one pulled in that I have to fix the couch on. So well, now we got the couch fixed, and it wasn't even stapled to the wall. It wasn't even really attached to the wall. These two boards here, you can kind of see the hole up there. That is where a screw stuck through the board, maybe 1/8 of an inch, if that, and it just kind of rubbed a hole into the paneling. It didn't actually even go through the paneling. So I ended up drilling a hole here, here, and here, and then a couple underneath at an angle, and screwed it all into the paneling. There's not much reinforcement, plus the slide outs are only 1 inch thick, the walls are, so you got to kind of be careful when you're screwing into that, because you don't want to go all the way through the exterior of the wall. But this couch is fixed now. We got everything on the last one fixed. Yeah, we got that front panel that Courtney jackknifed through. We got the fridge fixed, and then Courtney got the stove all cleaned up, so at least it's usable until we get a new stovetop. But this is what the stovetop is supposed to look like. This flips up, and they left it down and cooked right on that. But right there is the warning label that's etched into the glass. That's the warning label she told us was not there, and she told us it was a stupid design and they probably shouldn't have that. The whole point of it is just to add more counter space. It's not a glass top gas top. So This is why there are warning labels on absolutely everything in this world these days. Someone always tries to do something and blame it on somebody else, so everybody's got to put warning labels on everything to cover their own butts. And I think the 271, the one that had the awning ripped off of it, I believe is the last one that we got to work on. I got to put a new marker light on it. I got all the holes siliconed yesterday because we had some rain, and I didn't have room to get it in the shop right away, so I did that outside. And yeah, we're waiting on the customers to sign some papers that we got to send into insurance so we can get the insurance agent to come out here and look at it. And we talked to the dealer a little bit more. We had to go run to Sheldon to the dealer and get that new marker light so we could put that on and get the inline fuse and stuff. And so we were talking to the shop guy a little bit, and they are both thinking it's going to be totaled. Just parts alone, they're thinking about $15,000 right now to do all the new tin on the one side, and then that center section of the nose cone, and then the labor part, like they said too, labor is going to vary, but it's not sounding too good. So it's usable, but like I said, if they total it, I think we're actually going to be sitting in worse shape, I guess, because that camper's 2 years old, and what we paid for that camper and what the new ones are is about $11,000 different. So even if they total it, they're only going to give us what it was valued for when we had purchased it. You can't change the value, and they don't go by current value. Commercial insurance is totally different than your normal insurance. Like if you had normal insurance and it was totaled, they're going to go by the current market value. And from how the lady I talked to on the phone, when we put the values in and we purchased the camper, that's the max that will ever be paid out. It doesn't matter whether the value goes up $100,000 in 3 years, they only pay out the value of that. So if they pay out what we paid for it 2 years ago, yeah, we're going to be about $11,000 short on being able to replace it. That's just kind of what we know for now. Things may change. Nothing's on paper, nothing's set in stone yet, but that's just what I've been explained to over the phone. So let's hope things look a little better, I guess. Absolute worst case scenario, we'll just put a new awning on it and have to let her ride for the summer. Kind of looks bad, but I don't know what else to do. We kind of like having everything newer and looking nice. That's just kind of how we kind of wanted to run our business. We didn't want to have older kind of run down campers and whatnot. We wanted to kind of have nice, new, clean and whatnot, but might just have to deal with it this year. I'm not sure, and see what this fall brings, but we're not going to know anything until, like I said, adjuster comes and looks at it and everything's kind of said and done and everything like that. So, but we're gonna get this one pulled out, get that 271 pulled in here, get that marker light changed on it, so at least it's road legal. Well, we got the fixer-upper in the shop, so yeah,
We're hoping the insurance adjuster either just wants pictures of it or can get out here within the next 2 days and look at it, because we really need to get this taken care of quick.
We got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday this week, which today is Monday, and Monday is pretty much over for business hours. So, but we need those people to sign some papers for the insurance company. I sent it to them this morning, and they're supposed to print it off, sign it, and scan it while they're at work. Apparently they have no way of doing it at home, so she's gonna try and get it done for us tomorrow morning, hopefully, so I can get everything sent off, and hopefully we can get an adjuster out here before Thursday morning, because Thursday morning this has to go to Rise Fest, and it'll be there till Sunday, and then it goes back out the Thursday after that again, so it'll be home Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday again. So hopefully early next week, no later than that we can at least get an insurance adjuster to figure out what they're going to do with it. From the little bit, like I said, what we talked to the dealer about, it's going to be pushing totaled.
But on a better note, I talked him into buying me chickens. So we're gonna start getting the chicken coop ready. I got my fencing. I'm so excited. You might even get me some ducks. I'm hoping they chase the cats. That's the only reason I want ducks. I love my cats, don't get me wrong, but you know, cheap entertainment.
Anything to torment the cats, she's all for, all the time.
I am. I am.
All right. But yeah, we got it cleaned up, so that way we can see it better, being he took it down 16 miles of gravel. I don't know how far he really went, but he had the front all plastered. Now she's all cleaned up. So now you can see where we dented the front and took that. I mean, this ain't horrible, but it's ugly. But at least it's usable, so we can at least get it out for Rise Fest. I'm not sure who has it after that, but Rise Fest we're not too worried about. They just use it for somewhere for like the band members and stuff to have air conditioning during the day and stuff like that. So they won't be using the awning or nothing like that. And it's
They
like,
never do.
it's functionable, so it'll work. It's just not pretty. It's kind of crazy how one side of tin can almost total out a camper. But
Yep.
but
Our only worry is this is a 2020 and they don't use these colors of tin anymore. So it's almost gonna have to be both sides of the
Yeah,
camper if we can't get blue and brown tin. Which
It's
all the
technically
campers the last 2 years have been white and gray.
yeah, this is like a tan and grayish brown or something. I'm not sure what you want to call it. And then a blue, navy blue or something in the middle. And they didn't have this color pattern for I think, what, 2 years?
I think just the one
It
year.
was just the 1 year, because yeah, the one before that had like stripes on, like, yeah, this might be the only year that they had this color pattern. So I'm not sure if it's one of those deals. If they have it on hand, they have it on hand. If they're out, they're out. I don't know how they do that, but I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, we will.
I don't know. Learning experience for us. We've never had to deal with anything like this, so
Hopefully we never do again.
no. I don't know what to expect out of the insurance. Like I said, it's commercial insurance. It's totally different than your normal insurance, so I don't know how they treat it, how they go about anything. So I'm hoping it's a speedy process. The people that talked about buying it, like I said before, not sure. Even if they end up buying it, if it's not totaled, I don't know if we're even going to sell it to them. We kind of keep talking about more and more. For what we paid for this one, he has one actually identical to this one sitting on his lot, and
They're a lot more.
It's $11,000 more than what we paid for this. It's an exact twin to this one, used, and he's sitting $11,000 more than what we paid brand new for this. So it's not like we can even just trash this one and go buy that one just as a replacement. So
We might have to if it's total though.
yeah,
We don't know. We're just running
We don't know.
different scenarios right now, hoping for the best. Yeah, we'll see. But
we won't know until it actually happens.
yeah,
We're probably just overthinking everything and mind-boggling ourselves. But it's early in the year, and this was our last light weekend. So after this weekend, we don't have room for error, and we've had a lot of error lately. But that's gonna do it for this one. We're gonna go work on a chicken coop.
yeah, we are.
It rained, so now everything's a muddy mess.
This is Giz. She has super long hair and she's the cutest little thing ever. And I really hope the ducks chase her around because she would love it. Wouldn't you, Giz? Yes,
It's
you
funny
would.
when it's blowing 30 mile an hour, she turns into like a wind
Oh my
parachute.
gosh, she has
She
the
can't even
longest
walk.
hair. She's the cutest little thing. She's just so tiny. She's like a year old already,
Year and
and
a half.
she's just so tiny.
She was the runt.
She still is. All right.
All right, that's it.
See you guys later.
Yeah, that's it for now. We're gonna go build a chicken coop. If anybody's bored, I got projects for you.
Lots of them.
Lots of projects. We got office to build. Well, we don't have to build it, but we have to remodel it. We gotta get a table, countertop type of thing, desk, whatever.
Figure out what we're gonna do for the walls. They're an awesome.
It's the 1980s wood paneling.
Yeah, it's great.
So
I think we should just paint over it, but he doesn't think that'll look good. So.
I think painted top.
If any of y'all ever painted over paneling and it turned out halfway decent, go ahead and drop a comment so I can talk him into just painting it.
I've seen painted paneling, and I've never seen good looking painted paneling. Well, I guess we could probably pull all the tin off this
Such a
camper.
negative Nelly.
Recycle it. We'll put it in. We'll start lining up the office walls like a camper. The wall of shame and don't do's.
Yes. All right. Bye, guys.
All right. We'll see you later.